Permanent Resident Australia process. Every year, numerous candidates apply for the Australia PR visa, but only a few of them get successful, and most of the applications are rejected due to the shortcomings in meeting the Australian PR requirements. Here is a step-by-step process to apply for Australia PR visa. Step 1. Check Australia Skills Occupation List. Once you are sure that you are meeting all the criteria to apply for Australia PR visa, then you need to undergo Australia Skill Assessment. In the skill assessment process, your profile will be thoroughly viewed by the concerned skill assessing authority related to your occupation. Step 2. Australia PR eligibility requirements. The following requirements should be met in order to apply for Australia PR visa. 1. Should pass the Australia point test and obtain a minimum 65 out of 130 points. 2. Should be under 45 years of age. 3. Should possess competent proficiency in English language. 4. Should meet the required health requirements. 5. Should meet the required character requirements. 6. Should not be having any unresolved credits or debts to the Australian government. 7. Ready to undertake the Australian Values Statement. Step 3. Skill Assessment. Once you are sure that you are meeting all the criteria to apply for Australia PR visa, then you need to apply Australia Skill Assessment. In the skill assessment process, your profile will be thoroughly viewed by the concerned skill assessing authority related to your occupation. A positive skill assessment report is required to move further in your Australia PR visa process. Step 4. Submission of expression of interest. The Skill Select is going to ask you a series of questions online related to your educational and work background, skills and abilities, and other relevant history related to your professional career. Your EOI will be reviewed by the Department of Home Affairs Australia, as well as by the Australian employers who may be finding employees of skill sets similar to you for hiring. If you get an invitation, then you can move on further in filing Australia PR visa. Step 5. Apply for Australia PR visa. After receiving an ITA, you must apply for the Australia PR visa with relevant fee and documents to support your Australia PR visa application. Providing inaccurate information or irrelevant documents not only delays your application, but may also lead to refusal of your Australia PR application. So it is always advisable to apply for Australia PR visa with the correct information and all documents in the appropriate format. Step 6. Australia PR visa outcome. Once you submit your Australia PR application, the application will be assessed on 3 parameters given below. 1. Is your Australia PR application meeting eligibility requirements set by DHA Australia? 2. Have you submitted all the requirements as per the Australia PR visa documents checklist and paid correct fee? 3. Verification of your credentials. It may take a few months for the DHA to make a decision on your Australian PR visa application, so be patient and wait for the decision on your application. If your application meets all the parameters of Australia PR visa, the result decision will be positive and you will be granted Australia PR visa. Now you need to enter Australia within a given date called the entry date. So start your preparation and fly to Australia to explore your dream country. If your Australia PR application does not meet the given standard, then it will be refused and you will be notified in writing whether you have the right to review your Australian PR visa decision. Kindly note that the Australian PR application fee is non-refundable.